my name's Sherrie. I'm a 43-year-old stay-at-home mom who serves in her calling, and this is the part of the year where I give my kids a little room refresh for the winter season. So I just put on my comfy sweater. I'm about to put on the With the Perrys podcast, and I'm starting the closet today. So this is not going to be done in one day. It's going to take me multiple days. Let me show you why. So someone decided to hang on the closet bar, but I was planning to reconfigure the closet anyway to make it work better for them. But the only problem is because he did that. Look at this. All of their clothes are everywhere. They're here, some in my bedroom, and then I took out this little bin yesterday and was going through like seasonal clothes and putting them away. So this is all my fault because I've been sorting clothes. So I got to clean all of this up. And then my goal today is simply to reconfigure the closet. Inside this closet, there is like a slanted ceiling in these rooms upstairs in my house. So the ceilings are slanted. So we had to get creative when my oldest was younger to reconfigure the closet to make it work better. But I find that I'm not using the top shelf as much. So I want to just make it more feasible to get the best use of this space. So that's what I'm going to do today. Every time I do a task like this, it always reminds me of how much my children are growing. Each stage of motherhood is a growing experience for me. I'm actually at the point where I'm going to have a child leave our home for the first time, and honestly, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it. As I parent, I have to constantly remind myself to focus on Philippians 4:8, which reminds me to fix my thoughts on whatever is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. I have to think about those things because those things are excellent and worthy of praise. My children are aged nearly 18, 6, and 4, and as our children grow, there are many things that we no longer have to do for them. We expect and actually want them to become independent. And honestly, I want that for my oldest and for each of my children. But I never want them to feel as though they can't come running back to me to be babied. Or I want them to always know that my arms remain a safe place. Mothering my children will never stop just because they leave our home. But while they're in our home, I want to make sure that my environment is exactly the way they need it to be. Okay, I just redid the bar and I realized that it's too high because this can't go up anymore because this bar, if I did put it up more, this bar would need to be cut. And I don't know if I have the energy to go out there and get the circular saw to do it. So I think I might, because if I leave it like this, the shirts won't have enough space to hang. So we'll see.
So I just wanted to ask the question because I think it's common, especially in friend groups, for people to just completely just leave with no conversation, no attempt at reconciliation, no. Because some.
I'm not liking it. The pants are too big. I think I might have to reconsider how I hang their pants now. Yeah. Well, I'm back. I had to go take the kids to a birthday party, so I had to obviously pause this project, but now that I'm back, I'm going to finish getting the clothes into the closet and trying to organize the shoes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, in our home, we actually operate as a team, and I'm super thankful for that because sometimes clawing out from under the layers of crust that my kids leave behind is a huge task. And most times with the turn of a new season, I attempt to start it off fresh, but there are some things that, let's face it, that only mom cleans. Now, reorganizing the closets in the house are typically left to me because most times I want things how I want them. But moms have this keen awareness of the layers of filth in the home that sometimes no one else has on their radar. With the demands of daily life, it's actually just tough sometimes to get to those areas on a daily basis. So as you begin to uncover like the mini messes and all the things that you have to do over and over again, don't harp about it. Just do it with a loving heart. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking these IKEA bins and just giving them a fresh look to use to put the little things that my kids need throughout the week in their closets. And with the holiday season just passing and their birthdays, I want to actually leave some space in the closet to store some toys for toy rotation. If you don't know what toy rotation is, make sure you go back and watch some of the videos in the momming folder here on my channel so that you can get some knowledge on toy rotation. I actually found these little hanging things that I put through our laminator, and I'm going to use them in the closets to separate the kids' clothes. And if you have forgotten, this is a boy-girl closet. They share the space. So I'm just using these to kind of separate their clothes in the closet. I will certainly link some of the things you see in this video in the closet, so make sure you check the description box and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here, okay? Okay guys, it's finally the end of day one of the kids' room refresh. But first, I want to show you how the closet turned out. As you can see, we've decluttered out a lot of things that I'm gonna call my brother and see if he wants, because they're mainly like boy clothes. Okay, if you remember the before, you know that I moved one rack in here. So, and I also ended up switching the pants, and I changed up how I fold them since they're kind of getting too long, and I still want to keep it on the system of 2 hanging racks because I want all their clothes to fit. And of course, I have a boy and a girl who share this room and this closet. So I just took the pants on these hangers that I have and I just clipped them up with the pants leg up into the other piece. It'll take me a little bit longer to hang them down, but it'll be what I have to do if I want it to be this way. Now, the main impetus for doing this is because they kept crawling the back of this closet. But I figure now that the shirts are here, it'll be a little less, hopefully, enticing for them to crawl back here. There's not as much space as when the pants were hanging down here. And also, the shoes used to get lost underneath the pants. It wasn't enough space for the shoes. So now, because the pants are folded up like this, their shoes will be at their eye level for them to be able to choose from. And then since this closet goes all the way back, I still have that storage bin of things that are seasonal or maybe just like a little bit too big to wear. And then down there, that bin is just like keepsake items of baby items from each of my baby blues. I've had these IKEA storage bins for years. If you watched my channel for some time, for those of you who have been here for a while, you know this is not my first time configuring this closet. But these came out of the drawers. They don't fit in the drawers they have now because they're a little bit smaller, which is fine because we have lots of hangers and hanging space. So what I did was I took this little sticky paper from the Dollar Tree and just stuck it on there for now. I don't know how long it'll last, but I think it looks good like that. I put it on there because these boxes were a little bit worn. So inside of this is my son's pull-ups because he still wears pull-ups. Then I have my daughter's purse collection in the middle. And this is just an extra bin for pull-ups and swim diapers, which we no longer need, but we have lots of little cousins who might. And then up here, these are wipes here, and then there's like shoelaces and belts and those up here. Like those are things that they don't need to reach on their own. And then also this will be room to grow for like extra toys or anything that need to be stored here. I also have the tags that I printed. You saw me print and put here. The dark blue is gonna be for my son, and then the light blue will be for my daughter, because sometimes my daughter is like, which pants are mine? And she gets frustrated because she tries to put on her brother's jeans and then find that they're too small. So I separated their jeans because sometimes they do tend to look alike when they're just hanging in the closet. So I put this here so she knows that the clothes from this side on are hers. And then I also put her dresses in the front because even though it's winter, I brought her a lot of stockings and leggings to go underneath her dresses because she is in her dress era and I'm not going to disturb that. So this is her tag, and again, all of this stuff from here to here is hers. And then my son will know that the dark blue is his and all of his things go back here. But most times my 6-year-old, who I call Mama Lils, will pick out his clothes in the morning, so she's able to see clearly where her brother's clothes are to maybe grab him a shirt, and also where her clothes are, including her dresses that she likes to wear. Do you like it? So this is Junie's. All of Junie's stuff is all the way here in the back. Yours is dark blue and Sissy's is light blue.
And what about
Yeah, those are your pants. These are Junie's pants. Dark blue, and then Sissy's are light blue. And those of you who've been here for a long time, you're probably like, Sherrie, why do you keep reorganizing this closet? It's because each stage and level of living and as the kids grow, I think it needs to be done, especially because kids grow out of things so fast. And not to mention that they're picking out their own things, and I don't like when the closet is junky. So I want to make it feasible and organized enough so they can even go in the closet on their own to be able to pick out what they need. Yeah, babe. Happy with the way I reorganized the closet. Tell me if your kids share a room in the comments, and please subscribe and like the video, and don't forget to come back because the next part of this is going to be the rest of the room refresh, where I kind of freshen up the linens and all the things. So I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.